Hello and welcome. I am Jay, and we are on to combos. In this series, I will explain the important combos that are need to know. The format will be similar to the basics of Rumble videos, meaning I will be going over what combos you have access to based upon belts or your rankings. In this video, I will go over white and yellow belts. This video will not teach you how to do individual moves. If you need help with that, I will link to my basics video playlist. We are going to be in the park for all of the combo videos. The reason for that is we have the arena here, and I'm going to be doing my best to stand in the center of the arena for each combo tutorial that I do. The reason for this is because I want to give you an idea of what the range on every combo is. That is important because ideally you always take the center of the arena in any given match. That's important because it gives you more leeway. It's far safer being in the middle than it is at the edge, not only because you can take a hit from your opponent and not get thrown off, but because your own moves won't throw you off the edge when you're trying to attack back. Before we get into the combos, please note two other things. One, I am not the number one player of this game. I still have a lot of practice and training to do. My word is not law. This is how I do these combos. Others may do them differently. You might see other people on YouTube doing them differently. You may also do them differently. Please use what I am showing you in this video as a guide to enhance your gameplay, not as a hard, fast rule you need to follow. Second, I will not be going over every combo or every potential combo in this video. The game of Rumble has an amazing amount of depth. There is no real skill cap to this game, at least not at the moment. You can chain moves together in an extraordinary number of ways. Some combos are necessary to know, and others are more of a fun gimmick to try to pull off in a match. I will be going over what I consider to be the need-to-know combos. If there is a demand for it, I might go over some of the more unique combos, but I will not be doing them in this series. After those disclaimers, let me explain what a combo is. A combo is a series of moves or stances that you can move through in order to create a more complex and unpredictable attack. I will put on the screen right now how they are generally written out so that you can, when you read it, you can see what moves you're supposed to be doing. Most combos normally begin with you spawning an object or a structure. Sometimes it is a specific structure, so the combo will say wall, for example, or pillar. If it just says structure, like in my example, the combo can be used for any spawnable object. After the structure, it will show you the moves you need to do in order to execute the combo. Some combos can be up to 4 or 5 different moves long. The longest we will go over in this video series is 3. With all of that out of the way, let's get on to the first combo. It is called Fast Disc or Bullet. I will put it on screen now. This is a very simple combo. It's a very basic one. With a little practice, you can get it in about 5 or 10 minutes. You have access to this combo at white belt, and it is a great combo both in its effectiveness and in its ease of use. It will teach you how to move between stances in a smooth and fluid manner. Here is a regular disc. Here is a fast disc. A rather large difference in both speed and distance. It still only does 1 point of damage, but it is a guaranteed point of damage if aimed correctly. It is almost impossible to parry or stomp a fast disc coming at you. If you aim it properly, you're generally gonna hit them. To do a fast disc, you first have to spawn a disc. You get into your disc position, and from here what you do is you rotate your main hand so that it is flat, and you rotate your offhand at the elbow so that it comes up like this. If you do it properly, you end up in the straight position. This is what the combo is. You are spawning a disc and then you are immediately hitting it with a straight. You do not need to pull your right hand back, or your main hand, I should say, to try to hit the disc. You can just leave it where it is and spin your wrist. You also do not need to move as fast as humanly possible between the moves. You don't need to try to snap your muscles as fast as possible. You can just go slow and smooth. Speed comes with time. Practice slowly, practice smoothly, and you will find you have greater consistency at getting the combo to work. Fast disc is not without its downsides. It only does 1 point of damage, so it is not the most efficient choice for all ranges. It also knocks you back a rather large amount. You will notice as you are playing that both disc and straight knock you backwards a certain amount when you use them. You are using 2 moves that knock you back in very quick succession. This means that it's really easy to throw yourself off the edge if you are standing there in a match. Be very careful when you are doing fast discs near the arena's edge. There you have it, your first combo. Pause the video if you need to. Go practice. You won't hurt my feelings. I'll be here when you come back. Welcome back. Now, on to Topple. Topple is another combo that you can do at white belt, and it has a means of satisfying a weakness that white belt has. At white belt, you have no way to free grounded objects. That means until you get kick at yellow belt, you are stuck with how far you can straight a grounded pillar. That is where Topple comes in. I will put the combo on screen now. If you spawn a pillar and then you spawn another one, the first pillar will go up in the air and become free. If you don't do anything, they will obviously fall down and break each other. But if you do the move and then do a straight right afterwards, you can punch the first pillar and it will go a little farther than if you straight a regular pillar, as you can see. This combo can be done with walls or cubes, but at higher ranks you have access to better combos that can accomplish the same thing or something better. Still, this move allows you to throw an object at your opponent from relative safety, since you are spawning a second object in front of you to defend yourself. It's a very useful combo to know. Here's what it looks like with a wall. The downsides of Topple: because you are freeing the object in front of you, you are weakening it, meaning it is easier for your opponent to overcome that particular object. Also, this requires you to stand still, meaning you don't get to move around. If you move too close to the first object you spawn, you run the risk of it toppling backwards onto you. Let me show you what I mean. If I spawn a pillar and then move closer to it, the second pillar I spawn is going to hurl that over my head, and I'm going to run the risk of it falling onto me and hurting me. The other thing is that the move is very small and it travels very slow, meaning your opponent is going to be able to dodge it and you're going to miss a lot of these. But at white belt, this is really your only ranged option past disc. I am not listing the downsides of these combos to keep you from using them. I am listing them so that you know when to use the combos, when it is appropriate to use them, and what to expect from them. Remember, practice slowly. Try not to think of it as doing individual stances that you are snapping between. Try to think of them as checkpoints in a single motion. Flow between each stance. Slow and smooth works better than fast and jerky. Fast Disc and Topple are the two combos you have access to at white belt. I'll put them both on the screen now. Write them down, pause the video, do whatever you need to do to memorize them, re-watch these sections. I'll put annotations in so that you know where to look, but make sure you know them. They build a lot of the fundamentals that later combos need. But for now, we're going to move on to yellow belt. There is really only one important combo you gain at yellow belt, but it is very useful. It also has a variation that I will go over that adds even more use to it. The combo will be on screen now, and it is called Hop. It can be done with any spawnable structure, but it is best done with walls. At yellow belt, you can only do it with a pillar. I'm going to show you with walls so the move is easier to see and so that you can see what you'll be doing at later belts. The timing on this combo is very tight. Remember when I told you like 30 seconds ago to practice slow and smooth? Not with this one. In this one, you have to snap your hand from straight to kick as fast as you can. It looks like this. Some people find it easier to sort of sweep their hand in kind of a circular motion down from above. I don't do that, but if that's what works best for you, if you're having trouble, go ahead and give it a shot. I go into straight and just immediately snap my hand down. I go out, lock my wrist, and bring it straight down to about 45 degrees. Once again, it looks like this. If you're having trouble with this combo, if you're getting the straight but you're not getting the kick, try moving a little closer to the object. A good rule that I used was to extend one of your arms all the way out and go forward until you just about touch it, and then try the move from there. That gives you a little more time with the object moving away from you from the straight to get the kick off. The only downside of this combo is that you are ungrounding your defensive structure. So if your opponent is standing behind a grounded wall and you do this move, they will just break each other. You will not be able to go through that. That being said, that's really the only downside. It is a very fast and effective attack. It does high damage. It's a very good combo. It is one you should absolutely practice and absolutely learn. How about we compensate for that weakness of destroying both structures by, instead of breaking your opponent's wall, let's go over it. Here is the variation of straight kick. I will put it on screen now. It is a 3-move combo, and it is your first, what I like to call, artillery move. Like the first combo, straight kick, you have to get this one off very quickly. But it's even tighter than the first one because you have to get the second kick off while the object is still moving in the air. It looks like this. So kick, straight kick. What happens is it clears the first wall. This combo is best done with walls, but it can be done with pillars or cubes. Because the object is coming from above and going over a defensive structure, it really has no downsides. There is something between you and your opponent, so you are safe, and you get an attack off. It is also a good mix-up to throw at your opponent instead of just regular straight kicks or hops. They will look at the wall coming at them from above, and you can throw something straight at their face. There you have it. The important combos of white and yellow belt. Test them out, play with them, but make sure you practice them. Incorporate them into your play style. You will find them to really up your game. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Good luck, and happy earthbending.